Well, if that ain't paradise, I don't know what is. It's incredible.
Just amazing.
We have never seen anything like this.
This is the best day ever.
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jack and this is Megan if you're new here. We're currently travelling Australia in our Troopy full time.
Yep, and we recently put up a little question box on our Instagram asking what topics you guys want to hear about in these little sit down and chat videos that we do. And the most commonly asked question that we often get is what camera gear that we use to film all of our episodes and our Instagram content as well. So today we're going to show you through all of that, all of our gear, but not just camera gear, pretty much everything that we use in order to create our content.
We've got quite a bit, so we'll start with what camera we use to take our photos for our Instagram and our thumbnails on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a Canon Mark IV.
5D Mark
5D Mark IV. It's Megan's favourite.
It is.
I'll let you talk about it.
So yeah, we've got the Canon 5D Mark IV and we've got the 24 to 70 millimeter f2.8 lens on it, which is a perfect all-round lens. That's actually the only lens that we do have for this one because it is a full frame camera. The lenses get quite pricey, so we just keep this one on it, and it's pretty much perfect for all round.
Some amazing shots.
Yeah, it is really sharp photo quality, and we originally had a 5D Mark II, and then we decided to upgrade to this one. Basically just so we could have the feature of a self timer. Click, so we could stick the camera on a tripod.
Talking of tripod,
and
where is the tripod? Here it is.
Yeah, so we could just stick it on tripod and it would just take multiple photos for us. There's probably much cheaper cameras that have that same option, but we just got so used to using the Canon and we love the Canon, so we decided to stick with that 5D.
There's a lot of settings involved with it and working it all out. It did take a while to get used to it.
Yeah, well this is a professional grade
it's professional grade, so.
But it's a bit old now, so.
But definitely happy with it.
It still definitely does the job, and we got this one secondhand on Facebook Markets.
And
the lens as well.
One thing that we would want to get on the camera is what is the other lens?
Oh yeah, I definitely want another lens for this one, like a zoom lens would be awesome.
Yeah, so if you can afford it and you're doing it, get a zoom lens as well, because I reckon that would be awesome. Tripod, we use just a Joby. I think this one cost us $150 from Harvey Norman. I don't even know the name of it, but
if you saw one of our episodes, our original tripod broke while we were on the road, and then we bought that in Atherton. But it's doing the job. It's really good.
It's pretty good. All right, the first camera we ever started with, the GoPro 8, I think it is. GoPro 8 Black. Now, we never planned on doing the whole YouTube thing. We were never into our videography.
Yeah, we just knew we wanted to document it, and if you go back and watch our first 4 or 5 vlogs we ever put up, they're all just shot on the GoPro. And it was once we had filmed those and edited them and put them up, it's when we realized, like, man, we really love this filmmaking stuff. So we decided that
we'd go and spend the extra money.
Go and upgrade to a proper camera, just so that we could give our videos the look that we wanted, because we sort of had a vision of how we wanted them to look, and it just couldn't be achieved with the GoPro. So,
but in saying that, the GoPro I think is a must-have in your kit of things, and your kit of cameras, because you can take it underwater. And it's very durable. And
also for sort of forward driving as well, it's really good to stick it out the window and get
good stabilization.
Yeah, smooth. So smooth.
All right, so that's the GoPro, and that's the first ever video camera we ever purchased. And then, like Megan said, we got into our filmmaking and we went on to purchase the camera that we're filming on now, and it's the A6400.
Sony.
Sony, sorry. And it seems to be doing the job so far. We've made some great videos off it, and I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I think as far as pricing and quality goes, it's sort of smack bang in the middle. That A6000 range is really quite good and a nice size for vlogging and that sort of thing. So I think that goes from 6,000 to 600, I believe.
I'm pretty sure.
So we went smack bang in the middle with the A6400. I think some of the cons that we've experienced with that is it doesn't have inbuilt in-body stabilization. So you might notice in a few of our vlogs, if we're walking and talking with the camera, it is quite shaky. So I'd say that's really the only negative that we've experienced with the camera.
It's brilliant. Even though some of the lenses we've got have got inbuilt stabilization, it still doesn't help. So if you are looking for a camera, we would recommend getting one with stabilization built in.
I think even just one above that one, I think the 6500 did. So yeah, if
definitely
that's in your budget, then
consider that.
Yeah.
All the features on it are easy to use, and it definitely does what we need it to do. So we're very happy with that camera so far. And also, we have used it. We have used it so much, and it's we probably can't sell it because it doesn't look sellable.
We cracked the screen at Honolulu as well.
So it's got what's the word? It's got sentimental value.
Yeah.
It's staying with us forever. So yeah, that's our video cameras, and we also use Megan's iPhone 12 to film when we don't feel like taking the Sony into places where we feel like people are going to look at us.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that do filming feel the same way as well. So we're still working on that.
Yeah.
Eventually one day we'll get to
just have the confidence to just
hold it anyway.
Massive.
But right now it's Megan's iPhone 12 for those kind of things. So yeah, we'll go on to our lenses now. We'll talk about the lens that we're using right now on the Sony.
Yeah, we're shooting on the 10 to 18 millimeter, and that's an f4 lens. So it goes super wide at 10, and I think whenever we do our filming just in the front cab, we'll always have this camera on because it goes nice and wide. Can look a little bit distorted at 10 millimeters. Sometimes our faces can look a bit odd, but
it's got built-in stabilization, eh?
Yeah, I believe all of our lenses
I think all the lenses we're going to talk about have stabilization. So next lens is the tiny one we've got here.
Yeah, the little portrait lens. This is just a 35 millimeter, but it's a 1.8, so it's really, really good in low light and gives you such a beautiful blurred background or foreground. I always talk about how much I love this lens. Never ever gets used.
We don't even use it.
I can tell you 2 shots in all of our videos that I've only ever used this for, and it's taking videos of when we make pancakes. Although that being said, every time we post a video of the pancakes with this lens, someone goes, "Oh, those pancakes look good," and I think it's because of this lens.
Like it's tiny as well. We should really use it more, but we're too lazy and we don't. If
you're working with a model or something like that, I think it would be
product photography.
And product photography lens like that would be perfect.
The lens that we use the most is this one here. Now I've forgotten what, 18 to 105 f4 zoom lens. Now I love it. This is my favorite lens.
Yeah.
We should use the wide angle one that we spoke about first to film most of our vlogging type ones, but
sometimes we get lazy because that one is on the camera 90% of the time. Sometimes we can't be bothered swapping the lens over, and especially if we're like at the beach or something with sand flying around and that sort of thing, don't always want to be changing the lens. But
only I can use the camera to vlog with this one when we're talking to the camera, because Megan is too small and her arm doesn't.
I just look like a little bobblehead trying to talk to the camera with that one.
This one here would be the first lens that we would say to go and buy if you're going to start vlogging, filmmaking. It's awesome.
The reason we got this lens was because we saw another video, and also would 100% recommend if you're looking at starting your own YouTube channel and getting into filmmaking, check out Sean Kitching, because he does some awesome tutorials. So he did a budget content creator setup, and that was his go-to lens, and he said you could literally just have a Sony A6000 and that lens, and you could film pretty much anything that you wanted to film. And I definitely agree. I think now that we've gone out and used it, then
this one's it's got sentimental value again. There's dents in it. I know where all the dents are. I love this lens. So that's all our lenses, and then to go with all our lenses when we purchased them, we bought these.
Again, got a bit excited, watched all the tutorials, and was told you have to have an ND filter, you have to have one. Don't know if I agree now. I mean, sometimes we get our exposure a bit wrong, and sometimes we'll have super white faces or whatever if we're out filming in the sun, but I don't know if it's that necessary. If I had to do it over again, for this lens we got a variable one, and of course it's made to fit the lens that we never ever use. So if we had to do it over again, I would get all variable NDs.
So none of these are variable.
I would get all variables for all of our lenses, and then they would just stay on there, and they are good to sort of protect the lens as well. There's a few times where I've slipped over on rocks and
Just put it back down. Yeah.
bashed the lens on rocks and things. So yeah.
And another thing as well, it comes down to laziness again.
Yeah.
That we could be using these, but we don't.
Yeah.
Like we said, all we use is that zoom lens, and
sometimes because we are sort of vlogging as well, we want to be like in the moment, and we want to be. That's, I think, sort of the thing with our channel is we get really excited over things and we want to share excitement. So if we're spending time changing lenses, putting on filters, then
you lose that excitement.
Yeah.
It goes away very quick. So yes. And what we purchased first, before I tell you about this little baby here, is we got, what's the name of it?
It's called a Joby Gorillapod, and it's what you'll see all of the YouTubers use. So again, I was influenced. But again, for us, it's a bit, how you going?
We don't even use it.
It's very big. We're using it now.
We use it for this,
But this is the only time that we use it because, it's quite large and in your face. And every time we go out filming with a setup like that, everyone looks at us and we don't like that sort of thing. So.
We do have to get over that, but we're working on it. But we're not. We just can't get over it yet. So we've gone to using this DJI stick here that screws onto the bottom as well.
That originally came from a phone gimbal.
Yeah, so it works brilliantly.
Yeah.
And once again, with that zoom lens on, when we are vlogging, I can only hold it. But if we
could probably use the zoom lens if I was using that one.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. So yeah, we'd recommend thinking about getting one of them.
Yeah, but don't go out and buy a phone gimbal just to buy the attachment.
All right, so the microphone. I'm not going to touch it because it'll make all funny noises right now, but it's a Rode. I think it's got a particular name.
I think it's a Micro or something like that.
We'll write it all in the description anyway. And that works brilliantly. We have found, though, a bit of a con with it is they say you can talk with it in the wind, but even the slightest bit of wind, like what's outside now, there's a little breeze, you can't really use it. So that's what we've found a bit of con with that. It really is the most one of the most important things.
The sound quality.
So don't cheap out on the microphone, go and get a quality one. I feel like we kind of cheaped out a bit.
Yeah, but then also at the same time, the more expensive they get, the more bigger they get, and then the more how you going they get.
So that's definitely one to take your time and research on. All right, so next thing is this bad boy. Now this thing looks confusing. It is. It's a little bit confusing, but now we know how to use it, and it's it just takes some time once again to figure out. Is our gimbal? It's a Zion Weeble S. I think we purchased it for $450.
Secondhand again.
Secondhand.
All of our gear is secondhand, except for maybe a laptop bag and the filters I got off Amazon.
So this thing is awesome if you can be bothered once again setting it up.
Yeah, it doesn't get used quite as much. We used it a lot in the beginning, but I think now we've got a bit more practice using the camera, so we've gotten rid of a bit of that handheld camera shake, which we experienced a lot in the beginning. We've got so much better.
Sometimes I'll be taking a video and I'm like, holy crap, I'm so much better. So yeah, you do get better. It's like riding a bike.
But that's definitely, again, if you're in the market for a gimbal, it's very quality gimbal and really easy to use. And as far as gimbals go, I think it's very, very compact and lightweight as well.
It depends how serious you want to take your filmmaking, because it really
does elevate it.
Takes it to the next level, and I really do like it. But once again, we're lazy and we don't use it as much as we should.
And then every time, as soon as we get a video on the editing timeline and we have used the gimbal, we're like, man, this is so good. Why don't we use this more often?
So I would recommend it, but it's not necessary.
No.
But it is cool to have. All right, so next bit of kits that we've got is...
Your favourite.
My favourite, my baby. DJI Maverick Pro. Now,
look how dirty she is.
This thing is dirty. If you've got a drone and you don't use it, just sell it. You need to use your drone. That's what you bought it for. This thing is you could say the same about the gimbal as well. But it just takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
Once again, we have used it so much. I'd love to see how many hours are on this thing. We've got 3 batteries to go with it, and I think that's the right amount to have, 3 batteries or more, and it takes some wicked shots. It's got 4K filming, and obviously you can take photos on it as well, and it's very user friendly, and there's a lot of information out there on how to use them on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I reckon that is something you should definitely have in your kit, and most people do anyway. So yeah, get a drone. With the drone act, we did have one problem, I will say, is the gimbal. Make sure you've got a gimbal clip for it that holds the gimbal, because if you're going off-road like what we do, we learnt the hard way. We're on corrugations and it rattled our gimbal. We didn't have a clip, and gimbal broke in the middle of nowhere, and we couldn't use our drone. So we missed out a lot on that one. I was devastated.
Yeah, we ended up replacing it with a Mini that we bought at Broome Harvey Norman, which small town Harvey Norman was way above what we would have purchased for, because again, we're used to buying secondhand. And yeah, Jack crashed it into a tree.
Absolute disaster.
On the opposite side of a river, but we won't talk about that.
But you get that on the big jobs, mate. I think the last thing is our laptop.
Yes. So that's what you're going to need as well to edit up all of your videos. So we have a MacBook 2019, and it's a 15-inch.
MacBook Pro.
Yes, MacBook Pro. So the reason we went with that one is because I think we originally had just an older MacBook. I think it was like a 2014, something along those lines. And even just trying to edit GoPro footage and 8-minute videos like we were in the very beginning, that laptop really struggled. So when we came back and worked for a month, we decided to upgrade to that one just to make the editing process a lot smoother and not make me want to throw the laptop out of the car every time I edit. So yeah, it's definitely
huge difference.
So I think again we decided on the larger screen because we thought, well, that would be cool. Instead of having a TV, we can watch movies and things on that. But also the ones with the larger screen have a much better processor in them as well. So
once again, it comes down to how serious you are about filmmaking and doing what you want to do. So it's not necessary, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, and it helps your mental health as well.
And to go with the laptop and all our footage is obviously hard drives.
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
And obviously
just a little SD card reader you're gonna need as well.
Now we'll tell you about the editing side of things and what we use to edit. Megan's all over that.
So for editing, we use Adobe Premiere Pro, and that's a subscription based program. Definitely a professional grade. Once again, a lot of features. It takes ages to learn, but once you do know how to use it, I think it is a really good program. But there's so many out there, and there is a lot of free ones as well that, I mean, with the exception of some features, I think I could pretty much do about 80% of what I do on that program on a free one. So it's really just sort of what you need for your editing process. Along with that, we use Epidemic Sound for all of our music. That's a recent purchase. YouTube Studio does have a lot of good free music that you can download, and I'm not actually sure if there is other ways to find good free music for
we haven't really looked into it.
But I definitely spent hours and hours searching through all of YouTube Studio to find music, and I said to Jack, as soon as we are monetized, I'm getting a subscription to Epidemic Sound, because it will make life so much easier. And it has. And
another thing I want to add as well is when you're starting out or you're going out to buy your cameras and you purchase your camera, don't get frustrated. It takes time. Like, you're not just going to be good at it straight away, are you? It takes a while, and like we said, it's like riding a bike. You get better and better at it.
We're still learning every day.
We're nowhere near professional, not even halfway there.
No.
So take your time, read the manuals that come with the cameras, and really get to know your camera.
And watch your YouTube tutorials.
That guy you mentioned before, what's his name?
Sean
Kitchen. He actually shows you how to edit on Premiere Pro as well. He taught you a lot, eh?
I owe a lot to him.
He is really good, and you should definitely go over and check him out. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all our camera gear, and I hope we answered the questions that you guys wanted us to answer.
Yeah, and if you do have any other topics you want us to cover, leave them in the comments below, because as we always say, we love having a chat, and anything that we can sort of pass on a bit of knowledge, teach you guys anything, that would make us so happy.
So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it.